Hi, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I'm doing something a bit more positive. I'm staying on an aire just in North Wales. It has good reviews on Search for Sites, and I've been to the location during the day, never stayed overnight. So I'll see what it's like. It's £10 a night for a motorhome, and it's in quite a good location. It's got a lake, it's an old quarry, so it's a bit of a nature reserve. There's walks, you can go kayaking during the day, so it should be quite interesting. Hopefully we'll get a chance to speak to Paul, the manager, and see what he has to say. But for now we'll just enjoy the ride through this gorgeous countryside on a beautiful May evening. If you're new to North Wales, just be mindful of these 20-mile-an-hour speed limits. They're quite strictly enforced, and it is quite difficult to keep to 20 mile an hour in a modern vehicle. I tend to drive in third because it just forces you to go a bit more slowly, but it is quite difficult. They are meant to be doing away with a lot of them. But this one I think is going to be staying for some time, but it makes sense. It's going past the school and there's zebra crossings, etc. It's not until you start recording a video that you begin to realise that you've got some pans that are rattling in the back. I can assure you the rattling isn't anything to do with my conversion. It's some pans in one of the cupboards. So it's £10 per campervan overnight, and there's a cafe on site, and there's a use of a shower and the loos during open hours of the cafe. So it's not bad for a tenner. It's 6:05 and it's 21 degrees according to the external gasometer on the outside. So we should have a great view of Hope Mountain straight ahead. It's lovely up there, but it's really tight to get a motorhome up. So it's probably not recommended, particularly in the summer when there's more traffic about. It might be okay in something like a T5, but I wouldn't recommend it in something like this. It's the first time I've used this camera. If it's any good, I will post a link in the description. It supports an external mic, which is the reason I chose this one, and it came with various little accessories, and it fits in the same accessories as a GoPro. The camera I'm using from the side window, I've had it some time, but it doesn't have a microphone socket, so it's not as good quality for sound, but the picture quality is very good, so hopefully that'll work out. I've never actually filmed myself driving before. So this place is Hope. So we're not too far away from Wrexham, which means that if you were to come here, that's the co-op there. I don't know whether I'm allowed out after I've locked myself into the air. It's a very polite motorist around here. So yeah, that's Hope Mountain behind. You get a really nice view up there. It's definitely worth going to have a look up there. Yeah, as I was saying, hopefully this video is going to be a lot more positive than the one I posted earlier in the month about the no overnight wild camping stays in Greece. I don't think it's been policed particularly well, but they've clarified that it doesn't include going shopping, etc. So here we are, this is the entrance. You can tell that it used to be industrial. So he says go around to the right near the cafe. So we'll see what happens. There's any more space back down there. We'll see. It's not very pretty, is it, at the moment? Well, I've just parked up and it's a nice evening. I thought I'd go for a quick walk around the lake and we'll see what we find. think I'll just sit here and do nothing. Very rarely get a chance to not do anything these days. But what a spot to do nothing. Shame about a bit of background noise from the road, but it is rush hour, I suppose. It's not very often you can get an area like this to yourself. Although there's people around the lake, there's nobody actually walking around it. Hopefully the camera is reasonably steady. I haven't got a gimbal or anything, I've just got a selfie stick. But it's beautiful. Just been attacked by some beastie. What I can hear, birds singing, near some water. It's amazing. Chiff chaff. I told my wife those birds are called the chiff chaff. She wouldn't believe me, she just thought I was joking. But yeah, they're called the chiff chaff. Ah, and this selfie stick takes years off me. I have my hair cut specially for the occasion. Well, what a wonderful way to spend a Wednesday night. Beats working, definitely. I managed to find a spot to myself by the lake, on a bench. You can hear people doing water sports, there's ducks on the water. And it's cost me a tenner to stay here tonight. That's absolutely amazing, really. It's going to be locked in, secure. There's a cafe right near where I'm staying. The only thing is you can't park your campervan right near the water, which is a bit of a shame. But there's a bit of a river to cross between the lake and where the car park is. So it's not a particularly pretty spot where I parked the van, but I've got all this on the outside the door, so there's nothing really to complain about. And once I've got all the blinds shut and everything, I won't be able to see it anyway. But it is fantastic, it feels so peaceful. All you can hear just people chatting, and that is a lovely atmosphere. So I don't know what time the cafe shuts tonight. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get into that to have a coffee or something, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll just spin you around. And there's Hope Mountain behind. It's absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to have a walk around the lake, and if I find any more nice spots I'll film it for you. Well, in a typical case of Steve Ford planning, the battery died on my phone, so I've just nipped back to the van and I've got myself the GoPro clone, and we'll try and see what happens with this. But it is a beautiful evening. I normally go to Anglesey if I want a night out in the van, but this is quite handy. If you do stay here, you're probably about half an hour away from Chester, and you're not too far away from the A55, so you can go further afield. Had a word with Paul, and he suggests you need to let him know if you want to stay in advance. One good thing about me leaving the phone in the van to get recharged is I don't actually know what time it is. So it's after 7:30 because that's when it shuts tonight. But apart from that, I don't know what time it is. Which is a great feeling, isn't it? As somebody who's got a job where every second counts, and you have to justify what you're doing every second, it's nice just to unwind. That's better. What an antidote to work. It's been a particularly busy week this week. When I paid for the campervan tonight, she said I could walk around here on my own tonight. I haven't got a torch, so I'll probably not bother because I'll probably end up breaking an ankle or breaking my neck. But there you go. Bit optimistic, I think. I can see some geese over there. I had a bit of an accident with the eggs, so I didn't have the omelette or frittata. Anyway, I'm finishing off tonight with a nice hot chocolate, which always does taste nicer when it's done in the pan. The location's actually not open today, which I didn't realise last night, so the cafe isn't open this morning, but it should mean that I get another really nice quiet walk around the lake.
Okay. This is Parkup. This is our Celtic field. We're currently using it as an addition to our Roman fort, which is next door, but this one day will be filled with Celtic roundhouses and heritage archaeology, reconstruction of the things that needed in that age. You can see a fantastic view here, but we're currently considering this, making it accessible to people with a camping aire, and they might be able to come down here and park on what we call sunset benches here and get a fantastic sunset and their brief stop over at Parkup to continue their journey and their holiday.